can't walk very far in these parts without being greeted with a War Eagle. And boy, do they hope it will be a joyous one today. Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium in the home of the Auburn Tigers. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looking for a productive play on first down. Has to stick. Oh, the pirouette. He's got room. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The Tigers will hustle to the line. And those are some serious wheels for this Tiger quarterback. Positively Nick Marshall-esque.
Yeah, and you think about Nick Marshall and that run to the national championship game. Man, they ran the football some more. His dynamic ability at the quarterback spot. All Auburn offenses that have been great have had that guy at the quarterback spot.
He's got it on the right. At the 35, he's loose. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Running to the left. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Back to throw. It's Ellington. Flushed out of the pocket. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll immediately call timeout. Timeout. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Zings it complete to the right. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Motion from the offense. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The hand to the running back. He breaks the tackle. Oh, it's out. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
And when you're on defense and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do.
Unleashes one deep. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Defense has him pinned back, and listen to this crowd roar. Looking for a crease, it's Sexton. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. Texas A&M going quickly. Trying to impose their will with the run. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Really good looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space, was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. On the ground with the counter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. to the ground with the back. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. They'll try to pick up the first. The Aggies get enough to move the chains. After converting that fourth down on the ground, now let's see what they've got on first.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
They're going to ride this running back. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. On the option. He'll toss it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Texas A&M.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through. Fires one high and deep. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Auburn! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Man, David, that last drive, an exercise in frustration, just couldn't pay it off with the score.
Yeah, and I think this defense is riding the bend but don't break philosophy. Don't give up explosive plays. This offense, Jesse, has to find a way to manufacture some big plays and some scoring opportunities.
Man, I don't know if they're going to win, David, if they have to keep driving 8, 10, 12 plays. You're right. You got to find chunk plays somewhere. So identify the guys that can score touchdowns and get them the ball.
Hey, knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Scrambling away. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Dropping back, it's Meyer. This time on target. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a 1st down.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, 1st down.
Wide receiver shows motion. The give to the lone running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. To the air, it's Myers. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. All the numbers and stats will show you going for it on fourth down in this area of the field really puts pressure on a defense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Gets away from one, finds room. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to move it through the air. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Auburn to the line in a hurry. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Looking to throw, it's Ellington. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
On third down, going up top. He'll try to do it himself. Finds a crease at the 20. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain. From the gun, running back on the move. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it on the move. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. on the option. Now the pitch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Here comes a third down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage.
Going over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quarterback adapting. And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting a sack. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Takes a shot as he lets it go. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward from them. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Nothing but green ahead. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. And you want to talk about game tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And that was a nice 2nd down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Pushes ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Lining up to add another. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas is painting an offensive masterpiece so far. It's been like a Bob Ross masterclass.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a 1st down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. They're getting this guy lathered up. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Auburn lines up quickly.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll go to the ground. Fighting off the defender. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He'll fire to his right. And he makes the catch inside the 10.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
A first down run in the red zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big bag. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need one more yard. He's right on target. Touchdown, Tiger! They take the lead with the 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Texas A&M going up tempo. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. A full dive to haul that one in.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Auburn 14, Texas A&M 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
And the offense continues to run the football. A second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. On the move from inside his 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll put the tight end in motion. Looking downfield, it's Ellington. Flushed out of the pocket. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
He's going to pass. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And that is just the worst feeling as a wide receiver because you're way downfield, you're ready for the big play, but you're just unable to connect. I'm sure he's going to be on the sideline asking for another deep shot opportunity.
2nd down coming up. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks the tackle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Auburn.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Trying to get to it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Here's the return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Quarterback on the keeper. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This quarterback does an outstanding job in his preparation, watching film and understanding when he has to pull the ball on these types of run plays. Great job keying on the defender and quickly making the right decision to pull it and then go get north and get the first.
Trucks through the defender.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ball game. And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse. You see, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. And that's why you put your athletes there.
They feed him again. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on 3rd down. It's 56 yards out from here. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
They'll try the run. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Perhaps duck shoes would be appropriate here as he comes out in the rain to try to win the game. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Footing is going to be an issue in the driving rain as he kicks to win the game. Absolute shank. Missed it. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied. We'll get it started here in overtime.
42 Spiders.
The give to the tailback. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Loss of 4. Brings up 2nd down.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Fast motion from the offense. Looking to throw, it's Ellington. Dances away from the heat. Slings it downfield. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The offense will use a timeout with a critical down coming in overtime. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. That is no good. Field goal attempt is no good. It is a devastating blow to not come away with points here in overtime. Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. Handoff to the lone back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And you see him consistently sticking with the run, staying balanced. As you get closer to the goal line, you're thinking the field starts to shrink. Now, do I have a jump ball wide receiver out wide I can throw the football to? How am I going to find that extra space and take care of the football while doing it?
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. They'll leave it with him.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Leaves it with the back. Got some room, entered to the goal line. He got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT.
Game on the line, and they've got to be the more physical side. Great job getting blocks up front. He was able to skirt his way into the end zone, David, to win this game.
And that's why I want the ball second in OT. I know exactly what I need to go get it done. They take it down the field, run in the end zone, and end the football game.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.